Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris Season 3. This is like the second time I've recorded this episode because last time my mic did not work. So, we're going to see what happens differently this time. Also going to hit that button. So, we're congregating our fleets to come down here and deal with this. And I will try not to like metagame use my cheat knowledge. I think it might be worth clearing these out because this could be an important pathway that I would like to have. So while we get our fleets moving about, y'all, some of you probably watched the Super Bowl. That was a game that definitely happened. I'm gonna unpause the game. So it's been a time. In a way, I'm kind of glad that the episode borked itself, because dealing with the stress of getting the episode up and then watching that game that might have been too much for me. That was, oh, that game. So this game, though, we're gonna try and fight the Romulans. Although it does make me kind of wonder now that I've been talking about it, or at least that I brought it up. Do you think that like football's still around in Star Trek? American football, obviously. Because we know that baseball continues to exist because of Cisco, which it's acknowledged as antiquated, but it still does exist. So perhaps somewhere on a Federation world, there's still people playing football. Sure. Build relations. We are nearly to the 2380s. You know, I'm starting to think that I had the game run way too long, because the game is set to go till the 31st century, and that might have been too much time. I'm starting to think. 80k. There is not. You guys are drastically underpowered. Stop. Oh, hey. We're gonna grab. It's the new. There. Grab the Luna class. Where is this fleet? Yeah, deal with this so that we can free up that pathway. So, yeah, I'm starting to feel like I may have had the game run for a little bit too long. Oh, and the first ship to get destroyed was the Valor, which was the flagship. Great, love that. Of course, it was like the only... What in the world? Oh, because Garrett... Yeah, there we go. So I might, as I was trying to say, I might be making a bit more of a specific effort to claim as much territory as I can, like get a bit more aggressive with my alliances, get in with different groups, get allied, and start trying to really push the size of the Federation. Because the Borg and the Undying are probably going to be the big bads. I don't foresee the Dominion being super big threat. The Dominion War hasn't procced yet. I say with fingers crossed, which means that it probably won't. I keep finding the code-breaking 2s, and they just remind me that the intelligence exists. The great workhorse of our fleet is starting to show its age. Yeah, no duh, it's 100 and some years old. It has served the fleet for many years. Now Starfleet has come with the two major transformations, commissioning the research. Excellent. Oh, all of the ships go away. Big sad. What all ships did we lose? Olympic, Freedom, New Orleans, Cheyenne, Niagara, Challenger, Nebula, and Sydney. That's okay. Let's go look at our new ships. What new ones did we get? So we got our Deep Space Scout, which we will not be using because the Scouts are kind of useless. Oh, hey! That one's a familiar one. I like the Miranda. Not the Miranda. Wow, the Sovereign, not the Miranda. Yikes. Ouch. I messed that up. I worded wrong. So we got the Akira, which I love the Akira design too. I don't know. These non-conventional... I like all of the Starfleet designs, I'm going to be real, but I like... The Akira, the NX, they just make my brain happy. I can't exactly explain why. Norway, less so. This is kind of ugly in my opinion. My personal opinion. Sovereign, beautiful. Like, 10 out of 10. Luna. That's an interesting plating for this ship. I like the smooth hull design a little bit more, but this is fine. Did we get a new Galaxy class version? No, not really. I do also kind of like the Lexington, because it's a little janky. But I suppose we should start really looking at getting these guys into the fleet. Because, man, talk about a pretty ship. And a powerful ship. Almost more importantly. Getting the Sovereigns into the fleet will be really nice because of the amount of force projection they give us. Plus we have the new warp core, so they can run. Does the Sovereign have a blade of armor in canon? Is that a thing that I've just never realized? Probably. That seems like something that would slowly become standard issue as time went on off the Defiant, but I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna go with you because having the get out button is really helpful. So I'm probably gonna work in some... So currently the Luna has a bit less power than the Galaxy, which kind of makes sense. A Galaxy is way overpowered for what it's technically supposed to be. And the Sovereign is just drastically better. So I might use this in the interim kind of as our Lakota. Because if you compare the damage the Galaxy class does to the Lakota, it's 300 more, which is a lot. Now, you work in stuff like this, but for the size difference, having a fleet of a couple Sovereigns and Lunas, that's a pretty heavy-hitting fleet. Whereas you can kind of have the Akiras and the Intrepids fill in with the Galaxy classes for the Lexington and Lakota until we get the upgraded versions. And we are not using the Nova class. It's such a dorky little design, but it's not... What are you? That's not a runabout. Okay. So, let's go and quickly just get a few Sovereigns loaded into our fleets. Dro, you look like you could use a Sovereign, a Luna, a Sovereign and 2 Lunas. Bad fleet, do not touch. You've been bad. You don't get anything. Cheyenne, because we can't use those anymore. Which one of you is better? You do a little bit more damage. You can you do a little bit more damage. Okay, what? You just have more hull points. We're gonna put some Defiance in here. 5, we'll put an Akira or 2, and then a Sovereign and a Luna. These are some big fleets compared to what Starfleet traditionally uses. We'll keep the Galaxy class in there. Reliant, get rid of that. This is Riker's fleet. We'll give a Sovereign and a Luna. Second Galaxy Wing. We'll put some Defiance and an Akira in with you. Kind of fill out that fleet a little bit more. You're kind of not a great fleet anymore. I don't even know what you're supposed to be. So let's give you 2 Sovereigns, let's give you 2 Galaxies, a Sovereign, 3 Akiras, and a couple of Defiance. These are going to be really expensive fleets to upgrade. Wow, you're old. Eddington, I have not updated your fleet in forever. So basically, my idea with this a little bit is that we are going to be slowly phasing out the Galaxy and Lakota. This is going to sound really messed up. We're in the middle of a war. As we lose the less advanced ships that we literally cannot build anymore because we don't have the designs, we replace them with the Sovereigns and the Lunas. And the Akiras and everything like that, instead of just upgrading what they had. We're going to take a Lakota out of this fleet. We're going to give them a Sovereign and a Luna, and then a Defiant. Or you probably should have an Akira. That's probably a little better. First Galaxy Wing. We'll keep you with your Lexington, because the Lexington has some special capabilities. But we'll put some Defiance and some Akiras in there. You have an extra Galaxy class for some reason. Gonna give you a sovereign. You actually just need to be upgraded. You can go away. I don't know why you exist. Or you. Just gonna disband. Disband. So as we lose these New Orleans and these Cheyennes and all of those, we're going to be replacing them with the Akiras and the Sovereigns and the Lunas, etc., and sort of start phasing our way out until the war is over. Once the war is over, we are going to just spend everything to upgrade the fleet. That's going to be our sort of mission. So this is an immense amount of alloys and stuff that we're going to put into this project. Understood. I'm going to go try and kick the Romulans' fleets out about a little bit. Play some whack-a-mole. So we're going to take you guys up there. Together, you should be fine. Like, this is going to be costly, but I don't have much of a better plan. I need to start really moving my fleets down. Or pushing my fleets out, I suppose. We're going to just have you two move together, actually. We should also start thinking about putting some Intrepids and stuff. But, for instance, Riker's fleet still has ambassadors in it. And constellations, which the constellation just became outdated. But the ambassador is 3 designs back now. 4 designs back. Oh, 2 designs back. I'm going to unpause so we can keep the game going. These fleets can go down now. For instance, we'll start pushing these down here. You'd really think that they'd prioritize not going through enemy territory. But, alas, that's something I have to micromanage every single time. We're also going to try and keep these fleets out of combat for a little bit so that their reinforcements can actually get to them. So I think part of the problem we've been having is that the... Oh, come on, what are the words? Where are the words? I feel like part of the problem we have been having is that the admirals aren't in the fleets, which is affecting their things. Like, it's affecting their ability to take new ships. Because obviously, if it doesn't have the command power to take it, then it can't take it. Okay. Elizabeth Shelby, rescued from the destruction of the Boston. Also, we are like high in the we're in the 60,000s now. Oh, it's 2380. The time, how it flies. Literally, if it's a time ship. Shipboard activities. I cannot. This is Spock. Move into... I'm just going to have you go until you die, because there is literally no negative repercussions for dying, for just letting them go until they die. What unidentified alien vessel are you? Uh-oh. Go kill that. Troublesome tribbles? No. Begin ascension talks. Oh, wow, that worked. Huh. Okay. New uniform just dropped. Send in additional diplomats. Let's get everything we can. You, because everything else is kind of useless in this mod. Not that everything in the mod is useless, any other option. Because I have so many leaders. Borg Cube. Yeah, I think we found it. We know where it is. I cannot right now. The artifact. Yeah, well, we know where it is. Ambassador, advisor. Oh, so many upgrades to do. Gonna give you that one. Oh dear. Woe be it. I don't think any ships got lost. One ship got lost. Which we should go subtract that from his fleet. Now, so that was a Cheyenne. Oh, that's not the right button. I wish there was a button that was like auto subtract old designs. That would be an incredibly helpful quality of life feature. Oh, it's the dilithium I'm running out of. Huh. I'm gonna go this way. And I want you to go this way. 'Cause that's 500,000 fleet power right there. If that can't kill it, nothing can. These are the two biggest fleets in the Federation. Look at how many galaxy classes there are. Goodness gracious. There are 7 galaxy classes in this fleet. Yeah, it's dead. I think we did it, guys. That might have been overkill. I'm gonna be real. But a little overkill never killed anybody. As everyone knows, that's totally how that works. Let's go that way. Beam weapon fire rate, phaser cannon 2. Ooh. Yes. And I want to see what just gave us was the new what, huh? Oh, wow, this is kind of a janky design. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. I'm gonna be real. I'm a little more okay with you, but you're still also kind of janky. It looks too stretched, in my opinion. This is my. Why do you have an old? What would possess you to have such an old core? Wow. I'm just gonna fill this up with weapons real fast. You're not gonna be very helpful in a fight. I'm starting to worry. Quantum torpedoes, average damage. Yoink yoink. There we go. That number goes up when I put in the like damage weapons. Who would have thought? Ship design episode, I guess. We'll give 2 EPS relays. That's just a flat damage boost. Positronic, because that's just tracking, which makes you just better. Life support. Actually decent warp core. Not that one. Wow. Yeah, no. I don't know why you're designed to operate with... Why it wanted you to not have anybody on board, but weird. So we're gonna just call this the Excelsior-II, which it seems kind of weird that they just call it the Excelsior-II class, but you know, naming things is hard, so I kind of understand. I'm not even gonna try with that name. I'm gonna be real. Shields, engines, armor. And we'll put tachyon detection on you, too. Runabouts. I don't know why it gave you fusion warheads. That's really weird. Tactical quarters. Reactive armor, engineering station. Mini and EPS relay. 2 tactical stations. Dunderstad. I wonder who that's named after. Generally, that's how it works. I still don't have my cloaking device, and I'm very sad about it. But, alas, we are working on it. So the difference between the Lakota and the Excelsior-II, the Excelsior-II is on par with the Sovereign class. So that's a bit of a jump. The Obina is designed to fight in the 1st century BC, apparently. But with that new ship unlocked, it was kind of a chill episode. I spent a lot of it paused, so hopefully y'all are alright with that. Hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you all next week. Goodbye.